actually to remind me. Actually, you're very good to remind me when the time is up.
Americans are good, but I don't trust Americans because they have like a very.
Okay, so we come back.
Very.
Oh, we have a level 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I
They
will.
like chicken unseasoned. Okay, wait. You're referring to the.
We are just in the two levels, standard report, customize, all that. Okay, now we are moving to the automatic alert. Level 4, automatic alert. I will quickly explain before we go to our class activity. So, at level 4, automatic alert, what it means is the system tells you automatically when something unusual happens. Just kind of like if you give them alert or notification. For example, if McDonald's inventory for fries dropped too low, the system sends an alert to manager. Or a weather app sends a storm alert to your phone. Okay, so this kind of like a okay, slowly going back to the class. Okay, next one is level 5, statistical analysis. So what this means is using math or mathematics to find pattern in the data. For example, Netflix uses viewing history to find patterns, like which type of shows are most popular in different countries. For example, like this one.
Analytics analysis is the backbone. It's everything that we do. It's how we measure what we're doing, how we measure where we're going, where we find opportunities to test things, or where we find processes.
Netflix has been a data company since the beginning, back in the DVD days, and we really advanced our ability to use data in many different ways across business organizations as Netflix has grown.
Who asks most company, they'll tell you their data as a company and analytics is important. I think the difference is Netflix that we like to live values.
Once we define the great metric that measures what we want to do, how do we find out what drives it? So what are the components that cause us to be most successful? And then finally, how do we take all of that data and make it available to people to answer the questions that whatever they need to?
And it's a great responsibility to make sure that our analytics teams are focused on only the very highest impact projects that are going to move Netflix forward and make a better product for our customers.
So ultimately, I see the role of analytics in interpreting things who are decision makers with relevant and actionable terms. That can be in the form of metrics, tools, one-off insights, but ultimately we want to come together and make better decisions.
Self-success tools is one of the most critically important aspects that I think are the most important things that people want to get the answer that they need when they want it without waiting for it to
Question for now. You know, if you're a marketer in Brazil, in the Sao Paulo office, or you're in BizDev in Singapore, you need data to make your decisions and to figure out how you do your best possible job.
We don't think of ourselves as a service organization. Instead, we think about us being the ones who help lead decisions from the business teams and how those decisions get guided by the data that we have.
So this is Netflix. If you notice, Netflix is replaced DVD. Have you tried watch DVD before? When you were a kid, maybe they use a DVD, right? So Netflix is trying to replace DVD, and not only replace, they are giving a new recommendation by data analytics. So this is why Netflix does. So they're using math to find the pattern data. They give you some movie recommendation. So that is one. Okay. So level 6 is forecasting or prediction. So they predict what will happen in the future. So this is the next level of analytics. They give you prediction. It's not like a fortune teller, but of course this is like by data. For example, Amazon predicts how many packages will be ordered next week, so they can prepare enough delivery truck. So they will know. Oh, so they have data to maybe it needs to be sent 3 days in the 3 days. So before that, they prepare some enough the vehicles to have deliver the product or packages. So This is forecasting of prediction. You can predict what happened in the future based on the data. It's not a fortune teller, but yes, kind of fortune teller, scientific fortune teller. Next level 7 is predictive model for behavior. So using what it means? What it means is using models to guess how people might behave. For example, Spotify recommends songs you might like based what you have listened to before. Well, yeah, I think so. So I not use Spotify anymore. I use YouTube Music, and they can recommend me similar song, like what kind of song that I currently listen. So like YouTube Music, Spotify, they have a song recommendation based on what music we frequently listen to. And Coca-Cola uses models to predict how a new flavor might perform in different markets. So this is kind of predictive models for behavior. So the difference is this one is forecasting or predictive for what will happen in the future. But in the level 7, it's more like predict your customer behavior. What kind of user will prefer to or prefer to buy based on the data. So it's kind of like more the behavior of the user. The last one is decision optimization. This is the last level of analytics. What it means? Making the best possible decision based on data. Making the best possible decision based on data. For example, Uber uses data to decide where to send drivers to reduce wait time and maximize earnings. Well, airline, another example on airline industry, they adjust ticket price in real time to maximize profit based on demand and available seats, called dynamic pricing. So if you see that if the seat in the airline is limited, the price is higher. If the still a lot of available seats, maybe the price is slightly lower. That's why if you buy the ticket, airplane ticket, they very, how to say, every minute they can change the price. Okay? Let's see the video how the dynamic pricing concept is.
This is how these sections or how users database section users are making decisions. Then, airlines use dynamic pricing for ticket prices and price fluctuations as high as 50%. Each airline uses different proprietary algorithms to set pricing patterns. Usually, keep secret. But generally, I think algorithms show pricing on that as an hourly basis, and cheaper tickets are generally sold first, and last ones tickets are often priced. If, say, a train shuts down a major section with thousands of stranded passengers suddenly book flights, the prices will surge in accordance with that sudden demand. But sometimes demand isn't flights getting purchased, and prices for related seats will drop. So if lots of people search for the same flight line, certain flight don't typically buy tickets. Prices will surge based on and drop but the purchases are actually algorithms also find data on the smaller prices to determine patterns and tickets and flights. That's why no matter how well you vote, the best flights roughly possible.
Okay. So this is like the video told us that we have usually the airline have we call it dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing, if you see that, so every time you bought a ticket, if the seat available is still have more seats available in the airplane, most likely the price ticket is cheaper. But if the seat available is limited, for example, only 5 seats left, 4 seats left, or only 1 seat left, the price will automatically higher. Okay, that's why if you buy the ticket, please book 1 month before, because at that time maybe the still a lot of seats available. If you buy the ticket and unlucky, and then the limited the seat available already limited or only few available, the price will be higher or raised up. Okay, so that's one we call it dynamic pricing. The price is dynamic in the airplane ticket. It's not always. If a lot of people buy the ticket 1 month before, of course the price is also rise up. So the point is, when you buy the airline ticket, they're gonna be cheaper if the seat have a more seat available. Okay, so when the seat already limited or only 3 left, 4 left, so the price will be raised or will be higher, more expensive. So we call it dynamic pricing. So business analytics can help you decide more accurate when there is a dynamic pricing, like in the airplane situation. Okay. So this is the 8th level of analytics. The first standard, the level 1 is standard report, level 2 is customized or demand report, level 3 is OLAP or online analytic processing, is for find out why something happened. Level 4 is automatic alert, so if the McDonald's inventory drop, they give you some notification. Level 5 is statistical analytics, is using the more mathematical calculation. For example, the Netflix, they use your past history or movie. And then level 6 is forecasting or prediction. For example, Amazon can predict how many packages will be ordered next week. This will be already advanced level forecasting. Level 7 is more advanced, is using to predict behavior. For example, Spotify recommend song for youth that usually frequently you listen. And then the next level is the highest level of analytics, is make a decision. Okay, so for example, like when the ad usually is used for the more advanced industry like airline or Uber. How do in an airline they adjust the ticket prices in the real time, maximize profit based on demand and available seat. Dynamic pricing. That's why when you buy the ticket, please buy the ticket when a lot of seats available. When the seat are already limited, the price will be higher. Maybe it's like a higher 10% and 20%. So when you book the ticket, and still available seat is cheaper. Okay? We call it dynamic pricing. Okay, I will stop here, and I will start to I will explain about our next our today class activity. Okay. So today class activity, we still using the Power BI, but I would like you to download the data. So there is in the front class, there is data, Power BI data set for us. So let's go through it. Okay. Let's check the data. So the data is kind of like this one. So the data, so it's about some data in the region, state, city, brand, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Fanta. So this is not like it's real data. And then this to deliver this price, blah 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 blah. So this is we start to use real data. We have more than 100 data. Okay, based on category. Last week we used how do you say, sample data, and it doesn't make any sense, right? And now we are using the real data. Okay. So go to the front class later on, and then download the data. Okay. And you use this computer, which don't need to download Power BI, we already have. Now, start here. In the Power BI, please upload the Excel file from Tron class. So today we use a real data. So use this one Excel to upload the data. Okay, and then using the Excel, and then I put it here. This is our file today. So don't forget we use our the real data set. Okay. So upload Excel file from the front. I already provide the Excel file from the front class. Okay, and then upload the data and then load. Please load it. Okay, there's a two power data and data. If you notice that there's a two pages. There's a two page. There's a two sheet here. Cover page and data. Don't click the cover page, you will not see the data. Click this one, the data one. That's the second sheet. So click the data, make sure you have the data inside and upload. Okay. Okay. And then now we are trying to create a very the advanced one, which is the dashboard. So we need a really have a title. What kind of data is it? To make this kind of title, here this is like a PowerPoint. There is some insert menu, and you can start to use like a shape to give a title. For example, here there is in the insert. Here there is a shape. We can make it bigger and then write out, for example, maybe it's easier to listen. And you can write down, for example, dashboard, sales dashboard. Nice one. Okay, so using this one, and you can start to easier this one, and then make it bigger, make it how do you say it? The font is bigger. This one, good. And then I think somewhere here you can also give how do you say it? Some color here. Okay, but if you don't want to use this color, then that is okay. You just put here. But if you would like to give some title, color title in the format shape here, there is a fill color, and you can here. No. Here, no. Here. Have you changed? Okay, good. Okay, so you can have the title like this one. Okay. You can also copy and paste and then put it down to create another title. Okay, another title. Okay, so make sure you have a two title like this one. Okay. Now, firstly, we would like to have a slicer, or not like a Q&A, like a Q&A section. So every time you type, they give you some answer. Okay. So to make a Q&A or visually Q&A feature, we can go to the visualization tab. Okay, here there are a lot of features here, and then there is a Q&A symbol here. So you can click it and then put it here. Okay, so here kind of like a Q&A. For example, you don't have to, if you really confused what kind of data I need to present, I don't know, you can directly click this one and then give a data based on the region, for example. It's just like usually what people use the data. Okay, so this one is the okay. So this one is the Q&A section. So you can add some questions. They automatically give you some frequently asked questions based on your data. So it's pretty much smart. Okay. So if you really, if you don't know what kind of data I need to see, you just click Q&A, just like a FAQ, frequently asked question. So there is a some, or if you would like to type something, you can also type something here, and then they try to help you to find the data. Okay. So this is the first feature that we would like to have in our Q&A, our dashboard. First one is Q&A. Okay. Now. You can also change the visualization if you don't like the color, and you can change in the tab visualization. Okay, I give you the how to do it in here. Now, moving another feature that I would like you to do is insert key influencer. So what is it? The key influencer is kind of like make a decision. So every time I will give you directly example. This is like analysis because BI help you to make analysis, right? So here. So there is a, we call it data visualization like this one. Okay. You can see here, in the key influencer, you need to input several data. For example, in our data, there is a category, we call it beverage brand. You can then you would like to explain about operating profit. So if you would like to know the profit based on the brand, you can put operating profit in the analyze, and then beverage brand on the explain by. Okay, for example, you click here and then you click the data. Okay, here, the data. So what would you like to analyze is the operating profit. So you drop down here and then explain by, for example, beverage brand. Okay, for example, you can hear if the okay, what kind of, so what does it mean from this one? This is because your semua initial operation fee so it means that what kind of things that will improve the profit. They say that if you sell the favorite brand Coca-Cola, it will improve your profit. Okay? Here, so if your semua initial operating profit so if you would like to sell Fanta, they will give you profit only 290. So this is give you some basic information. So if you would like to make more profit, what you need to sell? Coca-Cola or Fanta? Which one do you think? You semua initial operating profit so this means that if you sell Coca-Cola, the profit gonna be 501. But if you choose Fanta, they only give you 290. So if you would like to make profit, which one do you would like to choose? Coca-Cola or Fanta? Do you think? Coca-Cola or Fanta? If you would like to add a profit, you semua initial operating profit. For example, add your profit. Which one you would like to add? Is Coca-Cola because they give you more profit. But if you choose Fanta, they give you lower profit. Okay, you know what I mean. So this one is help you to make very quick decision. So this operating cells will help you to create a decision. So here, I put the interpreting key influencer. So in the tab key influencer, You can choose two options, increase and decrease. Increase or decrease. And when you choose one, there is an explanation about it and you can read the explanation. Okay. For example, what influence operating profit to increase? They say that operating profit is more likely to decrease when beverage brand is Fanta than otherwise. So, while you can use the focus mode here. Okay. If you choose Fanta, your profit gonna be this one. If you choose Sprite, your profit lower. If you choose Powerade, your profit lower. But if you would like to have a big profit, what you need to do? You need to sell Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola gives more profit. And then you can, the second option, you can also sell Dasani water. Okay, so this is, they give you really detailed data that if you sell Coca-Cola, you will have more money. If you sell Fanta, you will poor. Okay, poor. This one, this very helpful. Poor. I don't know how to explain it more issue. So this one is, we call it analysis or realism. Now you can create sales by map. What does it mean? Because this data is also based on the region in the US, right? So you can use the map to select. For example, to create map, there is a map here. I think here, right? You better pay attention for this one. For sure, this is for the midterm exam. So if you're busy with yourself, I think it's hard for you to give presentation in the midterm. Okay. So this is for map. So you can choose, there is a map here, there's a two map, and then, of course, you need to give information to the data. So after you create a map, and then in the tab data, you can select state to the location and total sales for the bubble size. Because bubble size is this one, bubble size. So this one, when you click, is supposed to give you some information. Okay, let's click first. So for example, I would like to give, but this is only map, right? But this, what kind of map is it? So you can use map for city or region, or state. State is okay. State here. You put it here. Okay. You will see that you need. The state, the map is not available yet. You need to set it up later on, okay? And then, for the bubble size, please choose total sales. Bubble size, okay, in the bubble size, you choose, what is total sales? Here. You will see that the map is not appearing yet. So because you need to activate the setting. So to activate the map, you need to go to the file, option and setting, option global security, and check the map and field map visual. Okay. You need to go to the file, and then you need to go to the option, setting. And then this one. And then you need to choose, for example, what is it? Security. This security. And then you need to check the map, this one, okay? So go to the setting, and then you go to the detail setting, and then this is Antoine Sync, and then you can click it, and then going down, and then you can Tintu Ji Gu Chu Gu, and then you just you check this one, and then setting, and then it's supposed to be okay. Wait a minute, and then you need to. Okay. Let me do it first. Wait a minute. This is state, and then goes to the total sales. Let me try once again. So sorry, so it's not working. I don't know why. Anyhow, so they just put it here. Oh, it worked. Wow, suddenly worked. Suddenly worked. I don't know. So you need to go to the visuals. To go to the visual, and then it's more straight. Okay, so very good. This is work. So you just click there, and then you give you some information about the cell, operating cells here. They will coordinate with this one. Okay. So with this map, they can move to the every region in the US area. Okay, you can zoom in and zoom out the map by setting the button. For example, here there is in the tab visualization, you can add the how do you say it? Plus and minus, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, zoom in and zoom out. So it's more easier for you to see this one. I think it's this one. No, this one. Okay. Wait a minute, it's something error pattern. So anyhow, so if you would like to, okay, because this one is total cells is in the. So it means I will check it later. So it means that if you would like to give the bubble, just turn on this one, zoom button, okay? And finally, the Coca-Cola Sales Dashboard, you can create a sales dashboard itself. So it's for you easier to give the visualization. There is a tablet, like a table, and you can bring into the Coca-Cola Sales Dashboard. So maybe we can make it smaller, and then we can have the table here. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then unclick first, and then click the table here. Good. So we have the table here. In this table, you can show several data for you. For example, you can show units, most important things from the table. It summarized for you. For example, units sold, total sales, operating profit, and operating margin. Okay. So how to do that is you just click this one and then bring some important category to the table. For example, let's see unit sold. Unit sold here. You can put it here. So they have a table unit sold. And then second one, maybe you can add total sales. So you can put it together here. Or maybe you can also add several things is operating profit. Wait a minute. little bit different. Wait a minute. Unit sold. Okay, unit sold, and then operating profit. Okay, and then, for example, operating margin and total sales. Operating margin and total sales. And total sales. Here. Okay. So you can make several parts here together. So they can show you, for example, when it is this is connecting. The connecting, for example, when you sell Fanta, the unit sales equal with this bottle, and then you will only receive this one. This is percentage. And operating margin and total sales. So give you some detail about the data. It's easier for you to read. Okay. In the meantime, I will fix the map because it doesn't work sometimes. Here, let me check once. It's here. So the map is by the state, and then it's by the total sales, for example. This doesn't work. Let me check this one first. Setting. This one and this one. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works on you. Maybe it's the problem. But I will try to find out how to show it, because just now it show up, but suddenly it doesn't show up anyhow. So this is, please create a simple dashboard for our today class activity. What you need to do is just screenshot and then try to save it. Try to save it, your work and email for your own backup. And then please screenshot your sales dashboard, Coca-Cola sales dashboard, and upload to the Tron class. I have 2 questions and 22, and you can also work in the Tron class. You can see the question in the Tron class. Okay, before I forget, let's have the check our attendance check. First, for the second hour attendance. So please scan the QR code for the first hour attendance. Please scan from the LCD. Make sure you scan successfully, and then please try to create the dashboard, Coca-Cola dashboard, based on the PPT. Okay? Don't forget, please download the data first. We use real data for today's class. Okay, for today's class activity.